Falls. Previously known for the Indian Nakalua, reason for the name, who jumped off and committed suicide. It's historical and majestic because it's beautiful. Pictures don't do it justice because they're only frozen in time. You should visit for yourself to see the beautiful scenery and everything else that you can do while there. Reason number one I think you should visit here is because it's close to home, plus it's a lot cheaper than going to the zoo. Adults only cost $6. Who doesn't have $6? That's cheap, and if you have children that are 4 and under, they're free. So even cheaper, because when I went to the zoo, it was like $15 for an adult, plus the gas that you spend to drive down there. Also, while you're there, you can do all sorts of different types of things that are fun, relaxing, and interesting because it's historical and you get to find out a lot about people that were here before us. The things that you can do while there is visit the petting zoo. You can hike under the falls, my all-time favorite, ride the train, walk around the park, and play putt-putt. Who doesn't like a fun activity that's competitive? While visiting the petting zoo, there's all different types of animals, and you get to see them up close and personal. At the zoo, you don't really get that. Most of them are caged, and you don't really get to pet any of them. At Nakalua Falls, on the other hand, I petted the deer, and it was cool to put my hand out and have the deer come up and lick your hand, and it kind of tingles and tickles, and they eat, and you can also pet them. It's pretty cool. Plus, you get to see a lion and birds, and they even have a pig, and all different types of animals. It's pretty fun and interesting because they're up close, and it's more fun than going to the zoo. Hiking under the falls, it's long but very beautiful. It's uphill and downhill, worth it when you get under the falls in my opinion. If you need a little exercise or a relaxing trip, take a buddy, go hike under the falls because you get to see all the beautiful scenery like the pictures that I have shown here. The one to the left is what I got up underneath the falls. To the left of the falls, you can feel the breeze from here. You see all the rocks and how they carved out from under the falls themselves. The Indians took and they've carved it themselves. And as the years, the water has pushed the rocks back. So there's like indentions in the rocks. It's pretty cool looking. To the right is a picture where we're standing out on a rock in the middle of the flowing from the waterfall, and it's beautiful. You get to see all different types of scenery, and there's also wildlife out there that you can pet. They'll come up to you, and it's pretty cool. This is another picture of under the falls. It's the trees, even the rocks here. You can look up over here to the right where the water has pushed the rocks back, and it's carved it. And it's neat how God created water to do different types of things. It's beautiful and it's historical because Indians lived here. This is up under the falls, my favorite spot, because you can sit on the rocks and you can feel the breeze from the water coming back on you. It's cool, it's relaxing, it's fun, and you can take pictures. You can also see out the trail's right over here behind these trees, so you can see people walking and you can see wildlife. If you're real quiet, some deer might walk up. Next, you can ride the train. Choo choo! Who doesn't like a train? Especially if you have children. You get to see all the scenery while on the train, so you're not having to walk. I did this after walking under the falls and relaxed my legs and gave me a cool breeze, and it was fun and real slow, quiet, and interesting. You get to see different types of stuff that was back when the Indians were alive, such as the tractor, which is pictured at the top. And also the newly, not too long ago built, the church. You can get married here. You can take pictures here, and it's pretty. It's also not only pretty from the outside, but pretty on the inside. Here's more pictures of different tools and stuff that they used back when the Indians were alive, and cabins which they lived in. You can walk these trails. It leads to all the buildings, plus the petting zoo. You can see the falls while walking, and different types of stuff. Birds will fly up and you can feed them. You can even walk over closer to the waterfall, and there's ducks, and you can feed ducks. Last but certainly not least, putt-putt. Who doesn't like putt-putt? It's like golf, and it's competition. And if you ask me, I like a little bit of competition when it comes to games and stuff. Hours that they're open right now is they're open until November the 20th, Saturday 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Sunday 2 to 8, and last tee off is at 7 p.m. So they're pretty much open all day on the weekends, and it's pretty cheap compared to what normal cost of putt-putt would be anywhere else that you would go. Adults are only $5, and if you get a group of 10 or more, you're only going to pay $3.50, and that's cheap, and it's fun, and it's close to home. Saves you on gas and everything else. Here's a picture of the putt-putt. There's 18 holes, so it's not a short course, and it's fun. There's uphill, downhill, through obstacles, so it's also tricky at times to figure out if you're going to be able to get a hole in one or not. Works cited page, this is sites that I got some information from. You can visit these if you would like to know more information about it. And you can also go and park and camp out at the falls, and you get to experience all this while camping. Even more fun. The end.